After months of uncertainty and quiet tension behind the scenes, there has finally been a major breakthrough at Anfield, and it concerns one of Liverpool's most important defensive pillars. Let's break this down in today's video, along with all the other Liverpool news from the last 24 hours. There is so much to discuss in today's video, so be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel for daily Liverpool content. According to highly reliable journalist David Lynch, discussions over a new long-term contract for Ibrahima Konate are now advancing towards a conclusion after previously hitting an early impasse. This is a significant shift. Not long ago, negotiations had stalled, with both sides struggling to find common ground. For a player of Konate's importance, a dominant, physically elite centre-back entering his prime, that raised real concerns among supporters about his long-term future at the club. But now the tone has changed. Talks have restarted with momentum, and there is growing confidence that an agreement is within reach. Liverpool appear determined to tie down one of Arne Slot's key defensive assets, recognizing just how crucial Konate is to both the present and the future of this evolving squad. And make no mistake, this is big. Konate has become a cornerstone of Liverpool's defense when fit. His pace, power, and ability in one-on-one situations make him a perfect fit for the high line and aggressive style that continues under Slot. Losing him, or even allowing his situation to drag, would have been a major risk. Instead, Liverpool are now moving decisively. This development signals intent, not just to keep hold of top talent, but to build stability at the back as the club looks to compete at the highest level again, both domestically and in Europe. While nothing is signed just yet, all signs point toward a positive outcome. And if this deal does get over the line soon, it won't just be another contract renewal, it will be a statement. In this section of the video, we will go over our 5 biggest takeaways from our 2-0 defeat to PSG in the Champions League. A desperate move to shift to a 5-man defense failed to stop PSG in the first leg, though Liverpool can be thankful the defeat was limited to only 2 goals. Number 1. Arne Slot's back 5 didn't work. The arrival of the team news prompted suggestions that Arne Slot was either a hypocrite or a fool to be trying out a back 5 for the first time in such a huge game. But in fairness, the true definition of madness is trying the same thing over and over and expecting different results. And so the Dutchman had to attempt something. Unfortunately for him, it did not make Liverpool any more solid, with PSG racking up 18 shots, 6 on target, 4 big chances, and 2.2 XG. And the visitors were equally unimpressive going forward too, managing just 3 shots, 0 on target, and a woeful 0.18 XG. It seems no matter how he sets this team up, they are not capable of competing, and that does not bode well for his chances of staying at Anfield for much longer. Number 2. The gap to PSG has never been bigger. Of course, what this result and performance truly showed us is that Liverpool are a long way behind a PSG side who look a good bet to be crowned European champions again. The Reds were supposed to close the gap this summer after learning where they might improve during an engrossing tie between these sides in last year's competition. What they instead have done is made a raft of changes to their squad that have not worked, and found out that their manager might not be all he is cracked up to be. Does anyone trust the club's sporting hierarchy to correctly identify how to rectify that and match PSG after failing so spectacularly in that exact aim last year? Number 3. Why is nobody playing well? If you were to take a brief look at social media during any break in play in this game, you would be met with a flurry of posts criticizing every single player Liverpool used across the 90 minutes. From complaints about Ibrahima Konate's positioning to Ryan Gravenberch's inability to win duels, there was unquestionably enough deserved condemnation to go around. But when it reaches a point where everyone on the pitch is getting that treatment, you have to ask if something bigger might be at play. Can it really be that every single member of this squad is showing their worst form simultaneously? Or are they simply not being set up in a manner that makes them a credible team? Liverpool's hierarchy better hope it is the latter, as there is no doubt that it is far more expensive to sell everyone and start again than it is to change the manager. Number 4, Milos Kerkez at least shows the right spirit. If Liverpool fans are looking for one small crumb of comfort from this defeat, it is that their big money signing at left back last summer is now consistently showing what he is about. Milos Kerkez was one of few who looked of the level here, battling well in tough conditions while those around him were struggling. The Hungarian is not always easy on the eye, but he is committed and showed that in winning 4/5 ground duels at the Parc des Princes. He is a player that you can imagine being part of a strong Reds team, whenever we get back to seeing that. Number 5. Hugo Ekitike still has a lot to learn. Speaking of deserved criticism, it would be fair to say that Hugo Ekitike was a long way from his best on his return to Paris. How Liverpool desperately needed their centre-forward to battle for everything and hold the ball up in order to give them the chance to breathe. Instead, Ekitike tried inappropriate flicks and tricks instead of giving the Reds the platform they needed, losing 6 of his 10 duels and wasted the few promising positions he found. In the Frenchman's defense, he is a 23-year-old with plenty to learn and has scored plenty for a dysfunctional team in his first year, having played more than expected. But the fact he is still a long way from the finished article was underlined in this meeting with Europe's best. Ultimately, this was a night that didn't just highlight a defeat, it exposed the scale of the rebuild still required at Liverpool. Across all 5 takeaways, the same theme runs through: uncertainty. Uncertainty in the system, uncertainty in the personnel, and perhaps most concerningly, uncertainty in the direction under Arne Slot. When a tactical switch fails, the players underperform collectively, and the gap to Europe's elite looks wider than ever. It stops being about one bad result and starts becoming something deeper. PSG didn't just win, they controlled, dictated and exposed Liverpool in almost every department. And while there are small positives like the attitude of Milos Kerkez, they are vastly outweighed by the glaring issues that continue to surface at the highest level. But that is all for today's video. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please drop a like on the video and subscribe to the channel for daily Liverpool content. We post all the latest Liverpool news every day, so join our fast growing community so you never miss out. Thank you. I'll see you in the next video.